It's the intro again.
This is Aussie Mac Zone. We'll cover everything Apple, including Macs, iPhones, iPads, and more. All this from an Aussie perspective. Sit back, relax, insert yourself into the zone. The Aussie Mac Zone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to show 356 Aussie Mac Zone. Zarn, how are you?
I'm great, Michael. Deja vu. How are you?
Yeah, terrific, mate. Terrific. Got to remember to hit that go live button, eh?
I reckon.
So you're not in shot again now, man. You're off to the side
sorry.
a bit. That's better.
No.
Yeah.
I was playing with my phone because I actually haven't got a notification that we're actually live yet.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah, it takes at least about 10 seconds, I think. So our Aussie Apple ramblings this week start with, so the first thing is Wednesday morning our time, 4 a.m. Australian Sydney time.
Yep.
There's an Apple something or other. We expect it to be the release of the iPhones, but we don't know exactly what it's going to be.
Yep.
So yeah, 4 a.m. tomorrow. Look at Apple News and look up Aussie Mac Zone, and I'll have everything I can tell you about it in the news tomorrow morning. Our first story while we're waiting, Apple to extend Apple TV Plus free year trials through to February 2021. Now, what happened to that? Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know, but I want to share it. Why can't I share it now? That's so weird. Sorry, people.
That's all right. My control from a teleprompter just stopped. Are you not sharing?
I'm trying to share it. I'm having difficulty at the moment. It's telling me that I'm following Aussie Mac Zone, but it won't let me do anything else or get out of it for some reason.
I'll post a comment.
No, don't even worry about it. It's my phone.
356. Welcome.
I'm just going to get out.
Post. Therefore, I've just posted that to Aussie Mac Zone group. So Apple to extend Apple TV Plus free year trials through to February 21. 9 to 5 Mac reports. If you purchase a new Apple device from September 2019 last year, like an iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple TV, you are automatically eligible for a free year of Apple TV Plus. These trials would begin to expire at the end of October. If you're in that group, it turns out you're going to get a few more months to enjoy the service at no charge. Apple will be extending all Apple TV Plus trials through February 2021. The company will also be giving store credit for people on Apple TV Plus monthly plans during this period. These refunds and extensions will be automatically applied to users' accounts, so customers won't have to do anything at all to take advantage of Apple's generosity. Email notifications will be sent out in the coming days explaining it. Here's the breakdown. If you started a free year of Apple TV Plus between November the 1st and January 31st, your end of year trial now lasts until the end of February, giving you an extra 3 months of free access. If you signed up in February or later, there will be no change as your trial already lasts beyond the February date. If you are on a yearly plan of Apple TV Plus through that extra 3-month period, you will automatically be credited for those months. Similarly, if you pay for your Apple TV Plus monthly between November and January, your Apple ID will be credited with the same amount. This credit can be spent on anything from the iTunes store, like a Hollywood movie rental or an app store, or an app in the App Store, or used to pay for an Apple service billed to your account. So there you go. Hello to Matthew. Yeah, I started an hour ago. It was horrid. I can share a bit.
It's all good, Parker. We got it sorted, mate. Thank you, though. We appreciate it.
Sorry, I was dropped as a kid. Don't know. Do you know Matthew James Graham?
I do, but I don't know if he knows he's actually commenting on there.
So there you go. Now, if I've just put that banner up for a minute, shows everybody that it's episode 356. Now, what about this? Now, I can go to this one here. Yeah. So, DuckDuckGo privacy-focused Apple Maps integration gains driving and walking directions. 9 to 5 Mac again. Privacy-focused browser DuckDuckGo has been using Apple Maps since early 2019, and it has been improving the integration steadily. Now DuckDuckGo has launched. Sorry, I just want to get that picture there. Now DuckDuckGo has launched driving and walking directions to further complete the feature set while keeping your location searches completely private. DuckDuckGo announced the news in a blog post this week. We've been providing users with mapping features within DuckDuckGo search for many years, along the way improving them with much greater accuracy, dark mode, local requerying, and more. Now we're excited to announce a big step forward with the introduction of directions, private as always, and like our embedded maps, powered by Apple's MapKit.js framework and already familiar to millions of users. This means that DuckDuckGo searches for location and map searches, they'll see private route overview, distance and travel time for driving and walking. Does Apple Maps have a feature for truck drivers to avoid load limit roads?
No.
No, I don't think it does.
No.
And I don't think Google Maps does either.
No, Google Maps doesn't either.
No. So, next one. Zarn.
It's actually a really good. Sorry, it's actually a really good question because they should have this sort of stuff in there that tell you what roads and what road limits, weight limits, and things like that they are. Because again, Matthew drives trucks. And I've got a whole bunch of mates that are truck drivers, to be honest, because the industry I used to work in, a lot of blokes used to drive trucks.
Yep.
And so, we were always, like if you're dropping off a load of whatever you had in the back of your truck and you go in the residential area, especially if you're doing like when I was doing pools and things like that, that's right. Right. So they can't find any that have, load limits. Yeah, it's actually a really good idea, Matthew. And it should be, the maps actually should have it because it would come in really handy for truck drivers, if they knew what limits they were and where they could and couldn't go.
Yes.
Because it could then, if a certain ton truck can't get up your street, that it's going to take maybe a couple more, loads than normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, excellent. Thank you.
Or have to ask for a permit before you even...
Yeah.
While you're in the quoting process, just get to find out how much a permit's going to cost you. Yep. Good question, Matthew.
Yes.
Pass it on to Apple.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So gaming.
Yes. Tell us about gaming, son.
Excellent. So when we first started the gaming section for Apple Arcade, I played a game called Stranded. Oh, hang on. Where is it? There it is. Stranded Sails. Now it's basically a farming. It's basically a farming game sort of thing. But you're in a boat, you get shipwrecked, and you got to find your crewmates. You don't know how long you're going to be on the island. You got to make a raft. You got to plant food to survive. You got apples. All that. You learn fishing skills, everything like that. I really like these little games. And like I said, when we first started, we talked about this game. I had a little bit of a play with it. I came back, gave a review, since then, I play it on and off now, and I just thought I'd talk about it again because it was fun, and I realised that I'd been playing it a little bit more lately. And so I thought I'd just revisit it again. Like I said, a lot of the games I first started reviewing, that we revisit them when I had more time and when I had an Apple TV that I could actually use a controller and get in that way. So no, this is a great little game. Again, if you like Farmville and or any of those sorts of games, this is right up your alley. It's a little bit more extensive than, sort of Farmville and everything like that, because you're not just trading and growing vegetables and then trading and stuff like that. This is more a survivalist, and you've got to build a colony sort of thing. So it's really fun. On that, I think last time I gave it sort of 3.5 apples out of 5. But I'm going to stick with that. That was when it's fair enough. It's a really good game, for what it is, and there's plenty of these sort of games out there. So I'll stick with that rating. Check it out. Stranded Sales. It's great. In other news, Apple Arcade send me notifications now. So I don't think it's everything. I think it's every month, but I could be wrong. I just noticed I got one the other day in my email saying, here's 9 new games that you might want to try. And so I went through, had a look, and that's when I realized, oh my God, wow, Shredded Sales is in there. I haven't played that in ages. I should, give it a crack. And, but I thought it was really cool because they're now saying, we've got this game, come check it out. These 9 games that, considering what you've been playing, you might like. And, and you get to go in. I always, when I give a game a go, I always give it a rating, let them know what I think. If there's anything that needs to be fixed, I, let them know that as well. So, I think it's becoming really personal. Now, this is something that if you have a Gold Pass and an Ultimate Pass for Xbox, they've done for a while now. They give you free games every month to play or trial. Some of them are trial. Some of them you can just download straight onto your hard drive on your Xbox. PlayStation also do it with PlayStation Plus. And so for Apple to be in that same field now, like trying to do the same thing, I think it's really cool. It shows that they're wanting to be competitive in that sort of game market. I know that these aren't console quality. Well, some of them are, but they're not console quality games. Again, some of them really are. Some of SpongeBob is definitely. The skate game is definitely, that good. I could go on with a list of games that are actually that good in arcade. So I don't know why I even said that, but it's showing that they're willing to compete with Xbox and PlayStation or Sony. So Microsoft and Sony, which is really cool. Again, I checked out a few of the games I liked, and I just think if you're looking to sign up or you've been wondering about arcade, is it worth it? Yeah, it is. It's definitely worth the money. It's really fun. There's a great variety of different genres that you can play, right from your little horror puzzlers to sort of like Galaga style 80s shoot 'ems. Then you've got your more recent ones with like SpongeBob, which is sort of a level game like maybe Mario Brothers or something like that. And they're also bringing out games that are going to be like similar to Zelda and at that level of gaming. So check them out. And like I said, they're telling you what you want. Like they're saying, look, check this out. They're giving you a reason to get on there, have a look, and game. So yeah.
Yeah, there was a story. Did we do one last week? Is it last week?
Yeah, last week.
About there's a Zelda game, like a Zelda quality game coming out.
Yeah, that's right.
Something to look forward to.
We spoke about that last week. With that quality of that quality of game with the Zelda style. Yeah. And I love Zelda. I have Zelda T-shirts. I have Zelda figures. I'm a big old school Nintendo fan. I have the minis of both the NES and the SNES.
Yeah.
Actually, the NES is set up in the boys' room, so they can play Mario Brothers and Zelda and Donkey Kong and all that sort of stuff. And because I thought, if they're gonna get into gaming, they may as well start where I started. And these games aren't forgiving like some of the games are today. If you mess up, you die. You lose lives, and you have to start all the way back at the beginning.
Yep.
And so I thought, well, give them a taste of what it was like. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'm completely off track, but as I always do. But yeah, no, arcade is definitely worth it. They are competing very well. I don't know how financially well they are competing, but in my mind, they're offering a similar variety of games for the money that you pay, the same as you would pay. It's the same. It's basically the same amount a month as you would pay for these, sort of shared games on Xbox or PlayStation. So yeah, give it a go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, some entertainment news now.
Yep.
Apple Music gets dedicated Disney page for soundtracks, playlists, and radio station. Again, 9 to 5 Mac. Disney and Apple have had a close relationship over the decades, and the latest integration between the two sees Disney gain a dedicated destination on Apple Music that features the best place to listen to your favorite soundtracks, radio stations, and playlists. The new page also includes seasonal updates, with the current one being a Disney Halloween theme.
Yeah.
The ties between Apple and Disney have been close for decades. Former Disney CEO Bob Iger, who served on Apple's board until 2019, even said that the two companies would like merged under Steve Jobs. Disney has done a great job with Disney Plus streaming service integration on Apple devices. And just this week, we saw Disney update its catalogue of films to 4K in iTunes.
Yep.
The latest collaboration between the two companies sees a dedicated destination on Apple Music, making it easy for fans to listen to their favorite soundtracks from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars films, and more.
Yeah.
There will be seasonal updates, and right now there is a Disney Halloween feature for October. Disney shared the specifics in a press release. Beginning today, Apple Music subscribers can discover the magic of Disney's timeless legacy with a unique collection of 30-plus playlists, classic soundtracks, radio stations, and more. This new destination gives Apple Music users an opportunity to engage with content from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and beyond in a brand new way. The Disney destination on Apple will be updated regularly. At launch, Disney Halloween featured for spooky season. Other content include Apple Music radio stations and exclusive interviews. Pardon me. The launch also includes Disney Hits radio special on the Apple Music Hits radio station, hosted by Hollywood Records artist Sophia Carson.
Cool.
The radio show celebrates nearly 80 years of Disney excellence by highlighting music from the Disney Hits playlist, plus exclusive interview with artists discussing their experiences, creating iconic moments in Disney's musical history. Now, you should be able to, down the bottom on your page, Zarn,
yep,
or on the little picture, you should be able to just tap your mic, and that should mute it for when we're coughing. Can you see that?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there.
What about now?
Yeah. No, I can't hear you. No.
Excellent. So there you go. So when I cough, I can actually mute.
Yes.
Good news.
For both of us.
Oh.
Or 100 of us.
Well, 3 of us.
Matthew's having fun going off, chatting away.
Oh, isn't he?
So, now my second. Here we go. I've got a little thing here for that too. There we go. Apple TV Plus announced the second season of Dickinson to debut on January 8th. Third season in development. The anachronistic drama comedy Dickinson was one of Apple TV Plus's launch shows, with all 10 episodes airing on TV Plus launch day, November 1st, 2019. Now the streaming service is again leading with Dickinson, as it today announced the show's second season will premiere on January 8th. This makes Dickinson the first of Apple TV Plus's flagship roster to get an official season 2 release. Previously, the company released a teaser trailer for season 2 of For All Mankind, but it's yet to announce when it will return. So yeah, more to come, more fun on the way.
I didn't know you had a mute button, Matthew. So back to Disney for a second.
Yeah.
This is absolutely brilliant, by the way.
Yes.
I'm hoping they have some Mary Poppins in there. Maybe a little bit of Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove.
Even before that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, laughing at Matt. Yeah, because I love that stuff as a kid. I watched it with my nan. Everyone knows that I'm a big Star Wars fan. If you can read, wherever that is, there we go.
Yeah,
I love Star Wars, but I'm a massive Disney fan. I have been my whole life. My kids are now massive Disney fans. My boys have Lion King shorts. They have my Hunter is absolutely obsessed with Toy Story, and so we're a big Disney family. And so I'm just watching myself wave my hands around on Facebook now. So this is great. I can't wait to check out the radio station because they got the spookier stuff too. That'll be cool. They have a lot of the stuff from Mickey's Haunted House and all that sort of stuff when I was a kid. Yeah, I know they show backwards on cam. It's all right. People can figure it out for themselves.
Yes. So, no, excellent.
And on Dickinson too. I've only watched a couple of episodes of Dickinson, but it's not bad.
Yep. Yeah. It's a show set in, I don't know, the 1800s.
Yeah.
But it's not in the 1800s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So, what have you got for me?
What have I got next? We've got a how-to.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I think I've even got, and now I've got a way to do this. Give me a sec. Is that the right next one? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I want. Now I've got to come back over to here so I can see what's going on. And then we go over to here. So how to translate websites on iPhone and iPad. One of the less flashy but valuable upgrades that arrived with Safari this year is built-in translation. Follow along for a look at how to translate websites on iPhone, iPad, and iPad OS 14. In addition to the new dedicated Translate app for iPhone and iPad, Safari also gets the ability to translate entire websites with the latest feature in software. The feature is in beta, but working well, and it's great to see Apple adding features like that Google's Chrome browser has offered for some time. As we noted in our hands-on with iOS 14 new Translate app, 11 languages are supported with Arabic, Chinese, English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. And the same is likely true for Safari's Translate feature. With Apple's new website translation feature in Safari still being in beta, it naturally isn't perfect, but it works well overall, and it already is available for most of the websites we visit in a foreign language. So I don't do many, but yeah, it's always good to have just a little backup there.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So Apple quietly stopped selling Bose, Sonos, and some Logitech gear. Only Apple audio remains. Verge reports Apple just made its rivals disappear in its own retail store. Anyhow, as Bloomberg reports, the company has abruptly stopped selling Bose, Logitech, and Sonos audio products, including the popular Bose noise-cancelling headphones that would almost certainly be a direct competitor to the headphones that Apple has repeatedly been rumored to be ready to announce sometime this year. Hopefully, very soon today, even tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning,
yeah. When you go to find a product like Logitech Ultimate Ear, Mega Boom speakers, or those Bose headphones, you'll find messages like these instead, and then they will show you what they've got. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, what else we got? We haven't got a lot this week, because nearly everything I was reading were all rumor pages, and we don't do a lot of rumors, but with what's really happening coming out 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, what about Google drops curated news plans in Australia over unworkable policy? In Gadget reports, Google dispute with Australia over online news is about to claim a major feature as a casualty. The internet giant has decided to freeze plans to launch its curated news showcase in Australia over claims the draft news media bargaining code is unworkable. It still objected to what it called a must-include, must-pay approach in the code, where it not only has to pay news outlets it links to, but is obliged to carry those outlets for free. The company had argued it would deal with payment demands that would not be financially sustainable for any firm. It also argued that the code was too broad and could prove costly if there's a claimed violation, with Google's potentially paying up to 10% of Australian revenue for a single infraction. Australia's Competition and Consumer Commission, the ACCC, previously said that a Google open letter decrying the code contains misinformation and that the company wouldn't be required to charge for free services or share data with news organisations like the letter suggested. This isn't Google's only fight over news. However, it could serve as a bellwether for rollouts elsewhere. If Google is willing to put an entire feature on hold for a country over what is seen as unfavourable terms, you could see a similar response elsewhere, as in the whole of Europe, with their European, the European privacy laws and things coming on.
Yeah.
So I haven't got anything else to tell you.
Muted then.
No, that's right.
I was just letting the dog. Oh, the dog was being let in, and I thought I'd mute it because he can be quite loud.
That's part of the fun of having him, isn't it?
Oh, he's just so big, and because he's still a puppy, and we got wooden floors. He just comes in and he uses too much claw and not enough pad, and runs into things.
There was a new ABC audio books on Pig the Pug or something like that. There was
Pig the Pug. Yep.
Yeah. I just saw a quick ad for it this afternoon. I didn't get into what it was.
It's an audio books, is it?
Yeah, it looks cool. I think it's an audio book. Yeah,
it's awesome. We'll have to check that out. We like Pig the Pug in this house. So we read lots of Pig the Pug.
So as I said, we've got a Apple release tomorrow morning for 4 a.m. Sydney time in Australia, and so by about 6:30, depends how long it goes for, there'll be stuff on Apple News on the Aussie Mac Zone page. So don't forget to go and have a look, and I'll try and tell you as much as I can about who said what.
Yep.
Our show notes link each week on the show upload, the link being aussiemaczone.com.au, this week AMZ 356, and there you'll be able to see the last 6 weeks' show notes.
You can email us at Michael or Zarn, that's me, at aussiemaczone.com.au.
How are you, Michael?
That's right, Michael or Zarn, depending on what day it is. Just Aussie Mac Zone on Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Overcast, or wherever what player you use. Doesn't matter where you get us on, getting us.
Now, more importantly, thanks to you, our supporters, our listeners, most important people.
Absolutely. Remember to like us if you're watching us. Like us. Yeah, if you're listening to us on whatever podcast service you're using, So
And thank you, Matthew, for joining in tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Plucker. I appreciate it, mate. Oops, he's gone. I've lost him. There he is.
So, yeah. You can all do that now.
Oh,
It
yeah.
shows
All right.
up, and I'll try and read them as we go.
Yeah.
Of course.
Awesome. What did he say? He said, what the policy of claim for false accusations, small broadcasting, e.g., would you be? So, yeah. We're all covered. We're in a proper. We're from a. We got a proper broadcasting system and the whole bit.
Pros.
Yeah, that's right. So we are under the flagship of
Aussie Tech Heads.
Aussie Tech Heads. So that's they're our mother station.
Yes.
And so that's where we are broadcast through those guys. So yeah, we're all good. Thank you for the question.
Yeah. So over to you.
You had some good questions today, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh yeah. So that's me now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
And then I've got an outro after you.
All right. Remember, guys, an apple a day keeps the androids away. See you later.
Thank you.